In 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerd is the New Bully. I'm your host, Leroy, with my co-host.
This is Eli.
And we're back with another episode. And Eli, it seemed like we had a pretty good week. Like us, Comic Book Bullies thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we had we got a bunch of new listeners coming in. I will look at the Facebook page and listeners jump up. Shout out to everybody that listened to our last video excerpt. Eli, that thing's almost like 3,000 views already in like 72 hours.
Yeah, controversy, man.
People love controversy.
Yeah, attention, man.
People were saying that, they thought it was like funny at first and would laugh, and then like the further the video it got like serious and stuff, they're like, oh shit. I guess that's what we do. I don't know.
We just ruined Batman for me.
We really did for a lot of people. I never looked at Batman that way. Fuck Batman. Yeah. You like people were saying that.
What a dick.
Right. And honestly, Eli, it seemed like a lot of people are starting to get noticed, and I'm getting a lot of feedback, honestly, from you about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you specifically.
Sorry. I apologize. Well,
no.
I'm sorry.
No. Here's the thing. A lot of people think you're black. That's the thing. They just assume you're black until you say something like, "Oh, wait, he's not black." Like, no. Like for instance, there was a.
Wait a second. Wait. Are you black?
Am I?
Are you? Well, fuck this. I'm out of here. No,
I'm wearing a Gucci mask the entire. I'm wearing a Gucci sweater the entire time. So yeah. We'll get to later. So Eli, just give him a quick rundown because people keep asking me all the time. I thought he was black. He's not black. Yeah. So here's the thing. One female listener specifically asked about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she's hot too. I've seen a post picture. So she wants to actually know what tribe you're from.
Oh, what tribe I'm from? I am Dakota.
Can you say it one more time? It's
Dakota. Sioux.
Dakota. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Northern Plains.
So ladies,
Northern Woods, yeah.
We have a Dakota. He's not black.
I'm not black. Sorry.
But that's okay. We're broad on the horizon there. So yeah, like I said, this is also Valentine's week for some of you. I honestly, Eli, we got to talk about Valentine's Day for a quick second. I know this is a nerd podcast, and most of you are not going to be doing shit for Valentine's Day. We can talk about it.
Sure.
I've always thought Valentine's Day was divided into three categories. Okay, especially for us guys. Now you got the one category for the guys that this is your chance to go after the girl you want. No, you may have not said anything to her. You may have not. Shoot your shot. That's what you got to do. Valentine's Day is the day to do it. I will recommend one thing: do not put secret admirer on anything you give her, because some other guy that she has a crush on is going to reap rewards of what you did because she's going to forget about you. So just take that equation out of it. Just don't take that chance. Second category: if you've done everything you're supposed to do all year, just show her appreciation. It's her day. That's it. And the third category is for the guys that are in the doghouse that have been fucking up. They're on the last leg, and this is their Hail Mary.
Yep. You're gonna be a broke ass motherfucker.
You're gonna be a broke ass motherfucker. Hey, this is your last shot because if you don't get this shit right, the 15th, you're out of there. So those are our three categories of Valentine's Day. Now back to the nerd shit. Eli, would you talk about it real quick? As far as comic book related, who is your favorite comic book couple? And I already know who you're gonna say.
Romantic couple?
Yeah.
Aquaman and Mira. I think I've said it many times before.
You've said it many times before, so I know you're going to go that way.
They just warm my heart. They are just so down for each other.
Hey, that's an awesome couple. And there's a reason the movie made $1 billion,
Yeah. And she's like the fact that she's more powerful than him.
She was more powerful than him in the movie.
She's more powerful, I think, than everybody.
Right.
She kicked the Justice League's ass one time.
Yeah, it's like, she's fucking powerful. So that's Mira for her. She's not, mousy or anything like that or a damsel in distress. No, she's not that. He was a damsel in distress a couple times with her. So that's what make that couple so awesome because they depend on each other. They're a power couple.
Yeah, they're both down for each other, and that's just so sweet.
See, we get sentimental on the comic book.
Yeah.
We're not just assholes all the time. My favorite, Cap and Bucky. Sometimes we are assholes, but yeah. No, seriously. You already know what I'm going to pick. Black Panther and Storm.
I was about to say.
You know I was going to pick them. I know that's controversial. I know I had a whole thing about it, with black nerds, hate.
I didn't want to stereotype. All right.
Look, fuck it. We just
Because hey, I just found out you were black, so I don't.
I'm really from the UK. No, like no. So yeah, that was my favorite. Black Panther and Storm. We all know that they got divorced because of the whole Marvel Fox bullshit with like that. Now that Marvel has absorbed Fox, maybe that whole thing get together. Maybe Storm can be in Black Panther too. You know,
There you go.
I almost think that's a guarantee that she needs to be in there. Throw mutants in there, man. Just go with it. You know.
That'll be the story of Black Panther 3. It'll end with a fucking wedding.
It'll end with the wedding. Yep. I would love to see that. It will make money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. We should have started off with this, but now we're there. Rest in peace to Oreo. For those that don't know, Oreo is the raccoon.
Okay.
See, I'm curious where your mind was going.
Right after saying you're talking about Storm, and then you say Oreo.
Okay, yeah. Most people won't get that. I'm not even gonna go there.
I automatically thought that was a bad.
If you want to get that joke, listen to our older podcast and we explain it. Or some of you can already pick up on this.
Leroy's been working on his segues.
That was a complete accident. Didn't mean that.
Freestyling.
Right. Hey, sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. So
off the top.
So like I said, Oreo is the raccoon that was modeled after Rocket Raccoon. What the fuck was I thinking about? Yeah. Rocket Raccoon, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's who was modeled after. So yeah, rest in peace to him. I think he died at 7, 10?
That's an old raccoon. Usually they don't live that long.
That's an old ass raccoon. Yeah. Since we're actually talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, I hate to segue from that, but yes, I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Just let you know, they said that they are keeping James Gunn's script, but James Gunn is gone.
Yeah.
And we never actually talked about the movie that he's working on now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He is working on something.
He is working on Suicide Squad 2. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So they're making 50 million Harley Quinn movies out right now in DC. That's yeah. Go with what's work, I guess. So,
and 50 million Joker movies too.
And 50 million Joker movies too, separately from each other, and a Harley Quinn and Joker movie. So, what the fuck?
And now they're gonna make 50 million Aquaman movies.
Like, what the hell is going on? But,
fucking Warner Brothers.
But Warner Brothers, we'll get there. We'll get to that. Their logo should be, let's just stick shit to the wall. Let's throw shit at the wall, see what sticks. You know.
Just an FYI, I'm not seeing your logo, so I'm just letting you know that.
Oh fuck. My bad. It's too late now. We're just gonna power on through.
We're live.
You should have told me that before we started, but fuck it, we're gonna go now. Yeah. That being said, let's get to the nerd shit. Cause I wish you would have saw the logo. When you see it, you're gonna freak out. But anyway, tomorrow you will see it. You'll be shocked just like everybody else will be.
All right.
Now let's start with the podcast, the part where we always start in the podcast, where we always talk about the movie numbers, the box office. Still kind of slow because, like I said, it's February. But Eli, give it to me. What is number one?
I heard it's the Lego Movie 2 or whatever.
It is the Lego Movie 2. It will always be the Lego Movie. You won't stop there. And they call it the Lego Movie 2, the second part. Yeah. Everything is awesome. So, yeah.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm. Number 2 is What Men Want, which is the remake of What Women Want, with Mel Gibson. So now you can watch a remake without feeling guilty watching the first one because Mel Gibson was in it. We'll get to that in a second. It's funny that they think I haven't even watched the movie yet, but I think they're gonna completely misinterpret what they think men want. Because what we really want is how Endgame is gonna end. Will LeBron James take the team to the finals? Goku or Superman, which one is going to win? That's the stuff we want to know. That's what men want,
Yeah, pizza, tacos.
Pizza, beer, burgers. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, blow something up.
Right. So I'm pretty sure that movie is completely misinterpreting what we're looking for, but I haven't watched it. Here we go. Okay, Eli, we got a segue coming.
All right.
I didn't even see it.
Stick it. Here we go.
Here we go. Number 3.
Evil Knievel, do it.
Number 3, Cold Pursuit.
Number 3, really?
Number 3. It's made it, but it's a low box office week.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So for those that don't know, let's just go into it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. So for those that don't know what Cold Pursuit is, Cold Pursuit is the newest Liam Neeson movie. And yes, it debuted at number 3. But however, for Liam Neeson's career, that's probably one of the lowest grossing box office opening weekend he's ever had. So this is not good. And we want to talk about one of the reasons that may have caused the reason for the box office on the slop, and also why certain directors like Spike Lee and things like that said they'd never work with him again, and why they won't even removed from future projects. Now, the future projects, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Now, the reason because of all this is because there was an interview Liam Neeson came out with, I guess, last week or so. I'm not sure when it came out. That and basically what happened when he was back in Ireland, and this happened like 40 years ago, like 80s and 70s, something like that. His friend got raped. He asked the friend, his friend who did it, and she said all he remembered that it was. And he asked her, was it a black person? Was he black? And she said yes, he was black. So basically, he walked around with a blunt object in his hand in black neighborhoods, waiting for a black man to attack him. Any black man, didn't matter. Any black man attack him so he could kill him on the spot. And like I said, it was 40 years ago. Some people are like, well, that was 40 years ago. He told a story. He was fast, was given. It's been no big deal. And other people are fucking pissed. So now we're getting to the point where, we want to cancel Liam Neeson. Now, I think that's the core theme of 2019 where we're already going, this cancel culture. So, because it seems like that's what's going on right now. Like, if anybody does anything wrong, say anything, does anything, do anything, bam, they're out of here. They're done.
Yeah.
And so, and Liam Neeson is just the recent culprit of this. And then and now here's the thing. Like I said, I know it was just revealed I'm black, but I have to say this, especially from a black person point of view. What Liam Neeson said, even though it was 40 years ago, was fucked up.
Yeah. Well, what he said, like the actual quote, what he said was fucked up.
Right. Oh, I didn't even say that. Yes, he said I had a blunt object in my hand.
It was the interview. He said that in the recent
interview. And I'm thinking this is maybe he said this years ago. It's like, no, he said this recently. I was looking for any black bastard.
Yeah.
So I can kill them.
Yep.
And that's what really is fucked up about it. Because here's the thing. That mentality that Liam Neeson had, just looking around for any black man to kill, that's what got Trayvon Martin killed.
Pretty much.
This is what caused Rosewood. This is what caused the Tulsa Massacre. Yes, I'm giving you some black history right now because we're still in February, So this same mentality, because there are, especially since I live in Mississippi in the South.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, there are plenty of times that, if you feel upset and you see a black person, you think you can attack a black person and kill a black person because you think there's no repercussions because of it. Because so many of the crime, and that's the problem with Black Lives Matter. I hate to bring that up again, but that's the whole reason why Black Lives Matter got started. Not the fact that black people getting killed, that the fact that the killers weren't getting, any kind of repercussions from it.
Yeah, they're getting away with it.
They're just getting away with it. They may take a lunch break or maybe take a couple days off, and they're right back at work. And that was the issue coming on. And I'm pretty sure, and then, like I said, this is Ireland in the 70s. So you can imagine what Liam Neeson was thinking about if he killed a black person.
Yeah.
Just wipe the blood off his shirt and just walk back in his house and just go and probably won't even and sleep like a baby, not even think twice about it. So yes, and here's the thing, and there's another thing that fucks me up about Liam Neeson. Now, I'm gonna give Liam Neeson his credit. He is a great actor, a good actor. And I noticed that he's always playing these. How many of these revenge movies he's played? These Taken movies.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he does now.
That's
right?
all he does now. It's just revenge. Everything's revenge now. I'm just killing people. Just killing people.
This new one, this new one's a revenge.
The new one's a revenge movie. So
with a dump truck.
Right. So he's in the ice killing people and stuff like that. But here's the thing. So Liam Neeson is a great actor, but a lot of times actors have to pull from a traumatic experience in their lives to get to where they need to go with to portray a certain emotion. The drawn experience. And the way Liam Neeson was describing that experience that happened 4 years ago, he described it like it happened yesterday. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he was saying that that's why he's so good at his job, because he remembers how he felt doing that. So you can almost think that anytime he's playing on a little action role, like all the million Taken movies he made, and he's playing like that revenge thing, he's thinking about that situation again. I want to kill me a black dude. And so, really fucked up, man. That's what hit my soul. Like, oh wow, Liam Neeson is, and he's probably thinking that shit right now. Like he wants to kill somebody. So, but now let me look at the other side of it. Let me look at this objectively. Let me take off my Gucci blackface mask, and look at this objectively. Now, do I want to cancel Liam Neeson? Am I gonna stop watching Schindler's List or Batman Begins or Star Wars Episode 1? Well, I won't watch this shit again anyway. It fucking suck. But all this shit that Liam Neeson, Dark Man, am I gonna stop watching all that shit? No, I'm not gonna stop watching Excalibur. I can't stop watching Liam Neeson movies. Yes, he's a flaming racist, but those movies are awesome. I love Batman Begins. I like watching Ra's al Ghul do his thing. Am I gonna stop watching the movie because I found out Ra's al Ghul is racist? No. His ass killed in the end anyway. What was that movie? Clash of the Titans? Release the Kraken. I mean, I like that part of it.
He played Zeus. That's right.
He played in so many movies, man. I mean, he's an awesome actor. And now, if he would have killed the black dude, maybe I would have had a different, perception of that. I know it's fucked up to say that, but like I said, he had the intent to do it. He went down there to do it. He didn't do it. It really was fucked up about it, but at the end of the day, a crime wasn't committed. Now, if he had actually committed a crime, we'd be having a different conversation, I think. You know. But at the same time, we're saying this happened 40 years ago, stuff like that. But what about that governor in Virginia that was either wearing a KKK hat or blackface? That also happened 40 years ago. That resurfaced out of nowhere, and of course, he lost his job or, can't run or whatever like that. So it's almost the exact same situation where some people are forgiving Liam Neeson for what he did, but other people can't forgive this other guy for doing blackface, which I wouldn't forgive him anyway. What the fuck were you thinking doing blackface, even if that shit was 50 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really some fucked up shit going on, but people are ready to just cancel Liam Neeson going forward. Eli, do you know his next movie coming out after this cold fuck whatever?
I do not know, no. Oh, it's Men in Black, that's right.
It's Men in Black. Out of all the movies you're going to have, it's Men in Black. Oh, the irony. So, yes, Men in Black is the next movie he's making. The hell? Oh, you can't see that, so. Anyway,
I cannot, no.
Anyway, I think I'm getting cursed out. Anyway, yeah, so Men in Black is this movie, and guess what, Eli? I've been on Twitter. I've been lurking Twitter, and they want him removed from the movie. Somebody's like, "Hey, get Christopher Plummer on the phone. Let's go ahead and digitally remove him from the movie." I'm like, "Come on, guys, we're taking this a little bit too far, man." Because I know when he made these comments, I know the marketing team for Men in Black were freaking the fuck out then. Because he was all over the first trailer.
Yeah.
Still playing the same role, angry ass, revenge, seeking dude.
Well, let me ask you this, just to ponder.
Yeah.
What do you feel about like reformed skinheads or racists that become reformed and then do active like work in the community to fight racism?
Here's my thing. Okay, because I know that happens. Reformed skinheads. And that's my thing about racism in general, especially with this skinhead. I think racism, we should be more concerned about what people do more than what people think and what people feel. Like if a skinhead or reformed skinhead goes out and decides to do something, to, become an ally to, other races, stuff like that, good for him because he's actually doing something, to help people. Real racism, and when you go out and you do something to harm somebody, like the stuff Liam Neeson's doing, or even like the high-end governments, were flooding black neighborhoods with, drugs, to basically cripple them,
Mm-hmm.
Or if you got the governor of Mississippi, annexing certain parts, where these places can't get funding for schools, but this place can because they got, certain neighborhoods and they want to keep the other people out. That's active racism, the shit that gets on my nerves. So, but a reformed skinhead that goes out and actually helps people, I'm all for that. I do have a trust but verify situation because you did have that hate in your heart at one time, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you
got to start somewhere and reform somewhere because, and that's a lot of time where racism come from. A lot of the root of racism is ignorance, and what I mean by ignorance, not calling anybody stupid or dumb or anything like that, is that you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know anything about these people over here, so you just assume something. He just assumed all black people were rapists. So the more we educate ourselves about other cultures and races and everything, where that wall comes down and we start learning about each other. So that's all it is. But I think Liam Neeson needs to, see somebody about this, because I think he has some lingering, feelings about it.
Yeah.
And I know he came out and said he's not a racist, but how many racists say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a racist, but...
And I think before we condemn him and cancel him, that at least he's starting the conversation, and now he knows that can hurt, like what he said hurt people. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Even though he thought it happened a long time ago,
and it's not a big deal, and he might not feel that way anymore. Still, that is a reality, and those words hurt. And
right.
That's all this is.
And especially the Black Bastard thing. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's just, hey, you said some fucked up shit, and that hurt people's feelings, and you need to understand that, and not, get over it and all, because that's what always happens.
Right.
Whenever whenever people of color address some issue that they have to deal with on the reg, they're fucking crying around, you snowflake. Well, that's what you hear. And if that's your automatic reaction, then you're the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime there's inclusiveness and you have a problem with that, then you're an asshole probably.
Right. Because I'm seeing way too many people online coming to Liam Neeson's defense, and it makes me wonder about those guys. Oh, well, it was over with. He's done. Racism is over. Like, wait, what? Yeah. We said all this bullshit on TV about Liam Neeson and Gucci blackface and the KKK, and there's so much weird shit going on, like in 2019. Like, why is this shit still happening?
Oh, yeah. People are freaking out over that mask. And meanwhile, we got Washington Redskins and Cleveland Indians and shit.
Right.
That's acceptable. Hey, don't fucking give a shit about
I'm
that.
surprised you haven't gotten you a Cleveland Caucasian shirt yet.
I should.
Yeah, I thought for sure you have one of those by now.
I want that one. What is it? What the fuck? It's not the Caucasian. It's another one. It's it's something, the Washington Paleskins or something, or it's funny.
I've never heard that before. That's new.
It's funnier, man.
Okay, that's new. I haven't heard that one. So
that's the thing. Is like Caucasian ain't even like offensive. That's not a derogatory term.
But people get offended if they see it.
I know. That's how soft they are. Like
snowflakes.
Like, Redskins are straight up. That's the N word for an Indian.
Right.
Just Caucasian ain't nothing.
Right. I just thought for sure you'd have one of those shirts by now, but yeah. Like I said, we can move on past that. Basically my feelings on this, I think I'm not canceling Liam Neeson, honestly, because I think he's a great actor. I may not, agree with his views, and he may be a racist thing like that, but
and he's just getting his public spanking.
Yeah.
And that's what he needs. He needs that. He needs to be checked,
I feel like I'm in this situation, I'm separating art from artists, basically.
Yeah. Oh, and I do all the time. I mean, shit.
Sometimes, Eli, I can't do it. I can't do it with R. Kelly. I can't. That shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, Bill Cosby, I can do it.
Oh yeah, it's surprising how sometimes I catch myself humming the theme to the Cosby Show,
right?
And I've been doing that all my life,
right?
And then it just dawned on me, damn, I've been humming the theme to the Cosby Show since I was a kid.
Yeah, my thing is
like, holy shit.
My thing is like this, Bill Cosby's a piece of shit, but Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable never touched anybody.
Yeah, Fat Albert, I love Fat Albert.
Exactly, Fat Albert. Like, we're gonna cancel Fat Albert?
I had Fat Albert toys and shit.
Right, like no, we can't do that.
Yeah, man, I love Fat Albert. Like, goddamn, I had all them songs memorized, and oh man, NC, no class. You're like a teacher on vacation. Like
the Brown Bomber and all this stuff.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
green, the Brown Hornet, and
so yeah, this, like I said, some situations I can do it, some situations I can't. I guess it just depends on how serious the situation is. Like, I don't know. If they leave Liam Neeson and Men in Black, I'm not gonna boycott. I'm gonna watch the movie.
Oh,
I hope they do leave him in there.
Well, that's the thing. I ain't, because I don't even like Men in Black movies.
Oh, come on. Oh, you don't like Will Smith. That's right.
Well, that's right.
Good for you, Eli. Will Smith is not in that movie.
I know.
But you know what movie he's in?
Uh-oh.
I came back with it. Okay, so for those that don't know, online the Aladdin trailer just dropped.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Sorry.
Oh fuck. I knew you weren't gonna see it anyway, so
I didn't. Yeah, I probably won't.
okay. Well, if you saw the trailer, I'm thinking your opinion would have been solidified one way or another. So, so yeah, the Aladdin trailer dropped. They show Aladdin. They show Princess Jasmine. Holy fuck, Princess Jasmine! Damn, she was hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think she was the chick. Did you ever see the Power Rangers movie?
No.
You need to go watch it. It was what you expected to be. That's all I can say.
Okay.
It was an hour 30-minute long version of the TV show. But yeah, Princess Jasmine. Holy fuck! Just watch it for Princess Jasmine. The trailer.
Okay,
But
the trailer.
then, yeah, but then it gets to the genie, and they show Will Smith as the genie. He's blue.
Is he blue?
He's blue. Yeah.
I thought that was like a Photoshop thing. He's actually, so that's real?
It's real. Yeah, he's completely
Oh,
blue.
goddamn. That looks like shit, actually.
It does look like shit. Exactly. That's one thing. You see it, you like, and then, like you expect the genie to be like over the top, and you know how Robin Williams was. This genie was just acting like Will Smith. So it just looked like Will Smith in blue paint. Like he was trying to hide from Liam Neeson or something.
It doesn't even look like paint. It looks like it's like Photoshop. Like they just fucked with the hue or whatever, the color correction.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's Will Smith's head on the body. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look right. I mean, they got till June to figure this shit out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the trailer, yeah.
Because we've seen Guardians and they, Drax and Gamora, they got the capability to not make you look like shit.
Right, but I guess they didn't spend the money on this one. It's just like Will Smith with blue Photoshop. That's all.
He's like, you ain't painting me blue.
So yeah, it doesn't look right at all. He just looks like he's just playing Will Smith. He's just going through the motions. I'm like, this was Robin Williams' breakout role, and the genie role pretty much made that movie. Like Robin Williams stole the movie, and he was a cartoon.
Yeah.
So the genie's gonna make or break the movie. But the thing that you can't recreate what Robin Williams did anyway. I don't care who you are. You can't do it. And so, I don't know. I'm not going to see this shit anyway. I don't even know why I'm complaining.
Guy Ritchie is directing this?
Oh, I'm definitely not going to see it now.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't even like... I like Guy Ritchie's earlier movies, but it's like...
Well,
shit.
yeah. Basically, his first two are the only ones.
Yeah, Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrels. Well, I probably fucked it up.
Yeah.
But like his later shit, I'm like, no. So yeah, this movie's gonna. I think that this is gonna kind of like slow Disney down on these remakes. This movie right here is gonna slow Disney down on the remakes.
Yeah. Yeah,
because they got Guy Ritchie doing it, Will Smith and Blueface. So yeah, not gonna happen.
Blueface.
Oh, what else we got on here? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. Okay, I got no segue for this. We're just gonna jump right into it. Chris Pratt.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Here's where, y'all thought the Liam Neeson topic was edgy. Here we go. So, Chris Pratt is attending church, and Ellen Page has a problem with Chris Pratt's newfound religion because he is attending a highly anti-LGBT community church. I can't remember the name of the church, but it's infamously anti-LGBT. So, that's the problem she has. So, Eli, can I give my controversial opinion?
By all means.
Okay. What church isn't anti-LGBT? Just saying.
There's got to be one of them. There's got to be one, right?
I mean, if you look hard enough, I'm pretty sure you can find one. If you go on Google, you can find one. But the thing is, here's the thing. The Bible.
That's sad. That's sad that gay people got to Google the church they can go to.
But it's the truth. I mean, people want to get mad at me. People getting mad at me online for saying this stuff. How can you say that, Leroy? That is not true. It is fucking true. I mean, if you're a Christian, I mean, it's very rare you're gonna find a non-homophobic Christian. I'm just putting it out there. It is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason, because the Bible itself preaches and teaches homophobia. Like, it's right there in text. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, if you really want to go digging for it, I'll tell you where to find it. Leviticus chapter 18 -22 or something like that.
The Bible is just full of fucked up shit.
full of fucked
Well,
up shit. And they're not gonna retcon it. They're not gonna New 52 it.
Yeah. Little girls telling people to chop off heads and shit. That's a fucked up book.
It really is. If you really think about it, every bad thing in the Bible that has ever happened was because of a woman. Like, seriously. Like, it's a story. So I'm not saying all women are evil. I'm just saying whoever wrote it was a bitter single dude. So,
the story of Abraham? That's some fucked up shit.
I'm just going to kill my son just because God
told
me to.
Hey, psych, I was just going to see if you did it. You know?
Like, really fucked up, man.
Yeah, you got punked.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So, and let's be honest with you, like, these huge anti-LGBT, like, groups out there, they use the Bible to justify it. Hell, they use the Bible to justify slavery. And so it's all in there. I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking it. We need church because you got to get your soul cleansed like that. But yes, there are some fucked up shit in the Bible. That's the bottom line. So yes, you can't get Ellen Page. You can't get mad at him going to this church because of anti-LGBT when pretty much any church you go to is anti-LGBT.
I'm just hoping Chris Pratt isn't turning into like Kirk Cameron. You know what I mean?
I think he's on his way. Because I think one of those MTV speeches he gave when he stepped to the war, he was like, what you need to do is you need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray, or some shit he said. I can't remember what he said. And each vitamins and so.
You sure he just wasn't reciting MC Hammer lyrics?
I thought.
That's a second week in a row. Is this the second week in a row where we mentioned MC Hammer?
We are going to single-handedly bring Hammer back, just like we did Milestone right before we went away again. And so, yeah, so messed up. But that's my thing. So yeah, like I said, Chris Pratt, do whatever you need to do. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Chris Pratt's getting married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird, but okay.
Good for him.
Yeah. Shoot, can we get into the video game section now?
I just hope their kids don't grow up to be cops.
I'm pretty sure they'll make it. Wait, did you have any other types before we get to the?
I thought we were going to talk about this trench shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the trench shit. Briefly talk about it. Aquaman was a huge $1 billion movie, so they got a spinoff coming. For those who don't know what the hell we're talking about, those evil fish-looking vampire monsters, zombie monsters, they're called the Trench in the comics.
Yeah.
So they're getting their own movie? Even though they never talked? Or said anything?
Yeah. We don't know why.
I guess. Now, here's my thing. Here's my thing about this. Eli and listeners and everybody, this movie will never see the light of day.
I hope not, because this is just Warner Brothers fucking shit up again.
Right, but we got to look at Warner Brothers' track record for a second. How many movies have they announced that will never see the light of day? Like, we're still waiting on the Cyborg movie.
Oh, yeah, and The Flash.
And
the Green Lantern
will come out next year.
Justice League 2.
Man of Steel 2.
Man of Steel 2.
So they announced all this shit, Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's supposed to happen? Didn't happen?
Yeah.
So that's what they do. They just throw movies out there. They throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. This and I don't get why they keep doing this stuff. Why they keep announcing movies like, it'd be a cool idea. Those fish monsters from Aquaman. Let's give them their own movie. Like, what?
Yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea?
We can totally fuck up the Creature from the Black Lagoon movie that Universal was trying to make.
Right. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. So this is some more weird shit they're doing, like with their 50 million Joker movies and 50 million Harley Quinn movies like that. Well, at least those movies are really happening, so we can't knock them for that. Oh, Black Adam. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Was that ever a thing, or did they or not?
It was a thing at one time, like 5 years ago. Yeah. Even The Rock came on MTV Awards again, wearing, I think he wore like a Black Adam shirt, and he was like, "All you Marvel bitches out there, we're coming." He said some shit like that. But like I said, Rock has like 15 movies a year coming out like that. He don't have time for Black Adam.
Yeah.
So I don't. Maybe it will happen. We don't know. But I feel like it was gonna happen. It would happen already. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about the Trench. There. Can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay, this is kind of interesting. I kind of make it interesting if it's not. Eli, there is this new game called Apex Legends. Oh, first off, yeah, we're in the video game section now, for those who don't know. Yeah, so there's a new game called Apex Legends. This is supposed to be called the Fortnite Killer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I played it, and yeah, this game is fucking awesome.
No shit. Is
Like
it a fighting
Fortnite looks
game,
like some shit for 12-year-olds. I'm like,
or is
what the
it a
fuck?
shooter?
It's a shooter.
Okay.
It's a shooter, yeah. So like Fortnite, like some kiddie shit where you're just like, I'm not playing this shit. I don't want to fucking dance and Millie Rock while I'm killing people, shit like that. I want to play a regular game. This game looks fucking beautiful and it's free.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
On
it's
what?
free.
See?
Yeah, it's battle like a battle. So it's basically the same rule as Fortnite, but you don't like build shit. You just kill people. That's all. And the game looks beautiful, but here's the thing, Eli. I forgot I suck at shooters. And so I'm just running around in the map with a gun, looking for somebody to kill. Can't see anybody. Just like la 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 la, boom, headshot, head blown the fuck off. And they show the kill cam, and it's like 5 snipers in different positions, all aiming at me, and all of them just waiting on which one's gonna
Look
kill
at
me
this
first.
stupid bastard walking around.
Right.
This guy's walking somewhere.
Right. I forgot. Okay, you don't do that dumb shit in shooter games. I forgot. I haven't played them in so long. I forgot. So I'm like, yeah, fuck this. It looks pretty. It looks awesome. It looks fun. But I don't have the time to learn how to play this shit again.
I'm looking at the videos right now.
Yeah. For those that don't know where Apex Legends came, I actually briefly talked about this on maybe like last week's podcast, week 4 podcast. This was made by the Titanfall team. Name was Respawn. Respawn was the team that originally made the original Call of Duty, the good Call of Duty games. They got fired, made Titanfall, great games that nobody played. So they decided to make this game, which everybody thought was going to be like a Titanfall free for play, but it's like its own thing. Like it's just a new game that they just made, and it's like fun as fuck, man. But Eli, there is controversy. Here's the controversy. So apparently, the characters on the team. 2 of them black girls, of course, and 2 of them are LGBT. You hate that. And there's only 1 white guy.
Okay.
And the white guy's only power is to throw toxic gas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So his main power is toxicity.
Fart or something.
It's like it's like they know what they're doing. They're trolling people. They know they're trolling people. And the game already hit 25 million players in 1 week and stuff like that, but you got these few assholes where if you're going to play a gay character, I'm not going to play this game. No. I like the dude going to fuck you in the ass if you lose.
Yeah, no shit.
So that's the thing. Apex Legends, what do I give it a rating? I'm going to give it, I'll give it 8.5 out of 5 because the game looks fun. It looks like it's a whole lot of shit going to it. Fuck Fortnite. This is the game everybody needs to be playing. And I feel like this is going to usher in a whole new moment because I can't picture myself paying $60 for like Call of Duty or Battlefield when I can just play this.
If it's free, honestly, it's just a shoot. Yeah, it just looks like another shooter.
It's like a regular shooter, but it's free and you can play it and go around and shoot people. No other modes doing anything like that. But hell, what else you need?
Yeah,
you can squad up with with your buddies and stuff like that. You can run around, shoot people. I played it on PC. It's fun. It's on PlayStation 4. It's fun. Xbox, good. Yeah, I say go for it. Yeah, one more game. One more game I'll talk about. Devil May Cry 5. They finally out? It's not. Okay. But they did release the demo. At first the demo was on Xbox, now the demo was on PlayStation 4, so I got a chance to play it. It feels like more Devil May Cry. If you like the other ones, you'll like this one. So I don't really know what else to say about that. It's the same game with prettier graphics.
That's cool.
It got new power stuff like that. Like you could throw your arm at people and explode your arm and stuff and whatever.
He is a bad motherfucker. That's what I liked about those games.
Well, you actually play like 5 different people on this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like Nero, who I don't really know who he is, but he's related to Dante. You got Dante, who rides a motorcycle, cuts the motorcycle in half, and beats people with it. I thought it was pretty awesome. Another emo-looking dude that got a pet demon dog with him, and 2 other random people I don't know. So yeah, just to vary it up, I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, that means can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay, for those that don't know, we are about to talk about the bread and butter of the podcast. This is where we actually talk about the comic books this week. And Eli, I thought this was like a shit week, me personally. I hopefully you read some good shit because I thought for me this was a shit week.
Oh yeah. I actually read some. Well, yeah. One was really good, and then the rest were okay.
Okay, so
So
since you got more books than I do, I'll let you go first. So.
okay, well, you don't have any Marvel, right? I only have two, so
No more for me. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll start with Immortal Hulk 13, and all I
Okay.
got to say is wow. I mean, this book just continues to be amazing. I actually choked up at one point reading this.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, there was a scene that actually got me a little emotional. Um, but yeah, this entire run, I mean, this has just been awesome. Bringing the Hulk back to his horror monster movie roots. So, just a quick recap: Hulk is in hell. Banner is alive from the whole Secret Empire thing. Hulk comes out at night. You know, Banner's alive during the day, and then Hulk at night he turns into the Hulk. That's
Like the
just how it is
original
now.
concept of the character. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's more powerful and smarter. And after escaping the he fought the Avengers. They put him in custody. He escaped, and he traveled to the Diablo base, where the Gamma Bomb was created. And the Hulkbusters, they sent the Absorbing Man to stop him. During the battle, Absorbing Man extracted the gamma energy from the Hulk and sucked out most of his power, turned him all skinny and like weird looking and shit. And in doing so, he absorbed the devil Hulk that was within him, the demon that is controlling the Hulk's anger,
Hmm.
which was actually manifested into Brian Banner, Hulk's abusive asshole of a father.
Right.
Um, but since Absorbing Man isn't strong enough to subdue the Devil Hulk escapes and opens the green door, the portal to hell. So that's where we are in this issue, or last issue. Hulk is in hell, along with Jackie McGee. She's this reporter who's been, investigating the Hulk all these years. Her father died in a Hulk attack, basically, so she's had this obsession with the Hulk. So Hulk, and then Alpha Flight was kind of chasing after him. So it's Jackie McGee, Puck, Walter Langowski, the Sasquatch, and Absorbing Man. They're all in hell, and they're fighting their way through hell, seeing all kinds of fucked up visions of their lives and shit. And in the last issue, the Devil Hulk unlocked the One Below All. Have you heard of this?
I've never heard of the one below all. That's some new shit.
Yeah, the One Below All. So this is basically anger, rage, hatred, vengeance incarnate. It's the physical embodiment of anger. And they call it. Some days there's all the how this book is written. It makes all these religious references to Satan, to dark forces, Kali, and all these different religious dark figures in religion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically it's basically anger and hatred incarnate, and it's the source of the Hulk's power. A Hulk is just a creature of rage. So basically, Absorbing Man gives the gamma back that he took from the Hulk. He gives it back to the Hulk, and the Hulk, gets powerful again, and he slaps the shit out of the devil. And so
What the fuck? Okay.
It's longer than that. I'm not going to spoil the details, but that's basically what happens. He gets his powers back, and literally slaps the shit out of the One Below
He went
All.
to hell and whooped the devil's ass. Okay.
Well, he does that clap, that Hulk clap.
Yeah, okay, the sonic clap, yeah.
Yeah, he does that, and the crew they escape hell, But there was some very poignant moments in this book that I said that, like I said, it got me a little emotional. I was in, and I always loved the Hulk as this how he represents the dark nature in Banner. The angry, violent, vengeful demon full of rage. Yin and yang, that duality of dark and light, the dark and light side of nature. And I've struggled with anxieties throughout my life. And in a sense, we sometimes feel that, like anxiety and negative emotions are like our enemy.
Right.
We try to avoid them, we fight them, we try to subdue them, and kind of like how Hulk and Banner is. Banner tries to keep the Hulk at bay, But then you come to realize that, all that negative emotions and trauma is still a part of you, So it's who you are. So anxiety is just a part of you that is trying to keep you safe, like your protector. You know, it senses danger, and it's trying to shield you from it. It's basically your protector, and that's basically what it's there to remind you about. You know, keeping you out of danger, to protect you, and that's what Hulk does to Banner. He's Banner's protector. So, like I said, I that part of the book just really got to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I love this book. I mean, it's a 5 out of 5 for me. It's like the best thing I've read in a long time. You know, for real.
Yeah, didn't it win didn't it, I mean, the Incredible Hulk series we have, I mean, Mortal Hulk series we have now, didn't it win like Comics Cast, like #1 Marvel series or something?
Probably, yeah. It's like on this issue. It's like best of 2018, and the names like all these sites and review, fucking Vulture, GameSpot, AV Club, Comic Book Herald, all the comicbook.com. It's like the Hollywood Reporter, all these, footnotes at the bottom, basically praising how great this book is. So yeah, Immortal Hulk number 13. It was fucking great.
Nice. Okay. My book wasn't as great as yours. I feel kind of sad about that. Book I read was Justice League 17. Man, I'm trying to decipher this book that I just read. Okay. Basically what's going on, it starts off that Martian Manhunter is on Mars. As like I said, Mars is pretty much a dead planet. He's in the Valley of Regret, and he turns around and it's Lex Luthor there. Wait a minute, he actually invited Lex Luthor to come, to have a conversation with him. The reason he needs Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor, I'm looking for a person, and you're the only person that knows how to find them. He's like, me? Yeah. Why me? Like, I'll tell you in a second. I'm trying to tell you a story about what happened. So while they're in the Valley of Regret, it turns out that there's some psychic monsters underground that feeds on psychic energy, and they feed on regret, pain, and sadness, stuff like that. And the thing is, they sense Martian Manhunter's sadness, so they go attacking him. So Lex Luthor and Martian Manhunter go off running, stuff like that. But Martian Manhunter tells Lex Luthor a story why he's there. So apparently, it turns out that Martian Manhunter was first abducted to Earth when he was a kid, not as an adult. When he was a kid, and when he was there, he befriended this little boy named LB, and LB was the only one there that was like his friend, and they would like go on psychic trips together, and they would pretend like they were superheroes and fight bad guys like that, just in the prison of his own mind, stuff like that. But then it turns out that Martian Manhunter didn't, because he was such a kid, he didn't know how to fully develop his telepathic powers. And the people that were running the place that took him said, well, he doesn't work, we're just gonna kill him. But LB actually did something to save Martian Man. He was like, even though they think they're about to kill you, actually change the machine so when they shoot you, that's gonna send you back to Mars. And they'll think you're dead, but you're not really. But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you my real name. And LB turns around and shows the back of his jersey, and his jersey says Alex, which is, long term for Lex. So LB really meant Lex Luthor, like L times 2. So basically, the little boy was Lex Luthor the entire time, who saved Martian Manhunter from getting killed. So when the people find out about what happened, and apparently the guy that kidnapped Martian Manhunter to begin with was Lionel Luthor, Lex Luthor's father. So the guys that came in there had everybody's mind in their erased. Lex Luthor's mind was erased. Lionel Luthor's mind was erased. But since Lionel Luthor's mind was erased, he just kind of remembered the greatness he used to have. And since he didn't have the greatness before, he pretty much turned into an abusive and broken man that took it out on his family, which is what Lex Luthor grew up on. In the household he grew up on. So he grew up in a fucked up family because of these guys, erased his father's mind. Excuse me. So Martian Manhunter and Lex Luthor are trying to get away from these monsters as fast as possible. And Lex Luthor said, we need to escape the Legion of Doom. Martian Manhunter said, no, we need to go to the Hall of Justice so we can find out exactly, how to save the universe, because we broke, time and shit like that. And Lex Luthor goes his way. Martian Manhunter goes his way. Batman, like, did it work? Like, did you bring him back? Like, no, we didn't. Lex Luthor was actually there the whole time to kidnap Martian Manhunter, bring him back to Legion of Doom. So Brainiac's like, where's the Martian? Like, man, we didn't get him. And then when Lex Luthor goes to his room, he starts doing the Martian prayer that Martian Manhunter reminded him of early in the book. And that's how the book ends. This is a confusing ass book. It's Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder, when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's like all over the fucking place. Yeah, so, and plus he retcon that Lex Luthor and Martian Manhunter are best friends. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I guess. So yeah, 3 out of 5 for this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's all I got. Well, I got more, but that's all I got for that book. So.
Yeah, I didn't read. Well, the only DC book I read was Batman, but I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a fuck about that book, so I'm not going to review it. But I'll go with Conan the Barbarian, number 3.
Oh, we got a new Conan
Yeah.
book. Okay.
Yeah, The Life and Death of Conan, continuing that arc. This book is entitled Sumerians Don't Pray. So, yeah, the hell with you. I'll do it myself.
That's the church Chris Pratt should go to.
Yeah. So, yeah, this continues The Life and Death of Conan. We'll catch up real quick. The Crimson Witch. She's this demon witch who's been stalking Conan throughout his whole life because she wants his blood. Since Conan is such a badass, and he's cheated death so many times and killed so many people, his blood is tainted with like this dark energy. And so she wants his blood to resurrect this demon. So that's what she's been doing. And this story flashes back to when Conan was just 17 years old. He's just a young lad. But just starting out, getting his taste for blood and fighting and the steel, you know. So he gets caught stealing gold from this town, and he's sentenced to death. And of course, he ends up not dying. I won't spoil it, but the book is basically an exploration on religion. I guess, you know, a priest comes and talks to him. They basically were going to hang him from this tree, and it's a town of beggars and or poor folk. It's a total. There's another comment on classism. Yes, Conan is an SJW. Fuck it. You know, this is gonna.
Nobody would expect that.
Yeah. It's a total, you know, allegory of classism. You know, you have these poor folks that are working these mines, digging for gold that the rich folks get to use, you know, and they get to, you know, it's all prospers the rich folks, and the poor people don't get shit. They just they're slumming it, working in these mines. And some people, you know, they get desperate and they try to steal gold to make money to buy food, you know, and then they get put to death, you know, because they're stealing gold. So Conan, because he's a barbarian, a thief, he goes there to steal some gold because he don't give a fuck, but he gets caught, and they decide to hang him, but the tree branch breaks, you know, and he gets thrown into the jail cell, and a priest comes to read him his last rites, and he's like, well, you know, God saved you, you know that, and he's like, I don't fuck that shit, I don't believe in any of that. And he's like, well, you know, it's like what happened is the branch broke because Conan's a big, muscular motherfucker, and they're used to hanging these skinny ass, starving people.
Right. So you would break it from there.
So yeah, they try to assassinate him again or execute him again, and lightning strikes the executioner, and Conan escapes and all that stuff. So it basically, like I said, it's this whole organized religion versus free thinking, you know, sort of metaphor going on, this theme going through this book. Conan doesn't believe in any deity that controls your fate because he's just in charge of his own destiny. So yeah, it was a little slow and it was a little wordy at times, so it wasn't as cool as the last couple issues. So I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 because it was above average, but not as cool as the last couple stories. But it still raised some interesting ideas and shit. And just, you know, the fact that they're using Conan, this total toxic male, you know,
right.
character that's
cis white male.
Yeah, this cis white male, straight white male, sexist, misogynistic asshole to tell these, you know, great stories about that are dealing with social issues, I think is awesome. So
Conan is woke now.
Yeah, Conan's a woke motherfucker. Conan the woke barbarian.
Oh man. Okay, I guess I go next. We got another one. This was a rough week for me. All right, so we got Young Justice #2, written by Brian Michael Bendis, and wasn't as Bendis-y as most books, but I'll just go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna make Bendis-y a thing. Yes, Ryan, you can use it too. Yeah. So basically, the book starts off on Gem World, which is another planet which the Young Justice team got transported to last time, and it starts off with Robin and the new character named Amethyst, and Robin is riding a unicorn covered in jewels, and they beat up some bad guys, stuff like that, that's trying to do whatever. And while we cut to them, we cut to the other Young Justice team with Jenny Hex and Wonder Girl and Teen Lantern. They meet up with each other, and then while they're talking, we have a flashback, well, a couple weeks ago in Jacksonville, Florida, where Wonder Girl is fighting Despero. Now, for those who don't know who Despero is, Despero can fight the Justice League by himself. So what does Wonder Girl do? Beats him by herself? So I guess she's that damn strong. Or maybe this is just Bendis being Bendis. I don't know. So anyway, she kicks the shit out of Despero, wraps him up in the last of truths, hand him over to the police. We're like, hey, there you go. And then she sees this guy in a trench coat and a white beard and, white hair. And he flies off, and she flies out after him. And apparently it's her grandfather, which her grandfather is Zeus. So this Wonder Girl is the granddaughter of Zeus. And Zeus is there saying that he wants to give her this trinket. He hands her this trinket, and he said it's part of the Trinity of Gods. They're like, what is the Trinity of Gods? You know how you got your lasso, and you got your bracelets? Well, this trinket's supposed to come with it also. And she's like, nah. And he's like, are you sure? You're supposed to have this. She's like, nah, because you're giving it to me too easy. I want to, if it is meant to be my birthright, I'm going to earn it on my own. And he's like, okay. And he flies off. So we go back to present time to the Gem World. They fly around looking for Robin and Amethyst. I think I may be saying it wrong. I don't know. I'll still saying I wouldn't make a cartoon. So they find them, they fight, and they beat the hell out of some other bad guys. But then when they beat the other bad guy, they turn around. The main bad guy stands behind them named Opal. I may be saying it wrong or whatever. But Opal is this super powerful looking dude saying, I'm going to kill you all and become the blah, 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 and whatever. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Whatever. I had nothing else to read. It was just like, fuck it, just find something.
Just roast the shit out of this.
Yeah, basically. If I had a video, I'd probably piss on it right now.
Some people fought 3 out of 5.
That's pretty much what it was. Like, what the fuck am I reading this shit for, man? This shit ain't interesting at all.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Back to you, Eli.
All right. I got Marvel, Star Wars, Age of Republic, Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, we've had Age of Republic. Yeah, Marvel's been putting out these like one-shot Star Wars books, with characters. We had Jango Fett, we had Obi-Wan, we'd have Mace Windu. Next, we're gonna have Age of Rebellion with Princess Leia. We're gonna have a General Grievous and Dooku coming up. So I've been reading these. Some of them are cool. Some of them are all right. This one I enjoyed. Anakin Skywalker. It's basically an episode of the Clone Wars. It's set. Yeah, Anakin is ordered to take a squad of clones over to basically destroy this droid factory. But the problem is there's workers there and there's civilians, and Anakin has a problem with that. Yeah, this is, it's not the Jedi way to, kill these innocent people, these civilians. And they're like, well, we can't evacuate them because then if they sense our presence, we're going to have a battle on our hands and we're going to lose some of our troops. So it's basically our soldiers are worth more than your civilians, And Anakin, of course, is like, hey, that's not what a Jedi does. So Anakin, being the badass that he is, or at least the badass he is in these comics, he goes there himself and basically finds out that the workforce aren't civilians, they're actually slaves.
Wow, okay. So
he goes there himself and basically takes out a bunch of droids and gives the slaves the weapons, and they fight their way, and he evacuates the planet. So, and basically, good job, Anakin. So, it's a fun story. I enjoyed it. Commenting on military intelligence and all those euphemisms and shit. And Anakin, I like it when he's a badass, how he is in the Clone Wars cartoon versus the movies, you know,
Yeah.
because I've always had a problem with Anakin, his character in the movies, that he's such a whiny little emo, you know, wuss. You know? That's the fact that it's the inconsistencies with the character, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, his evolution into the dark side. That he's such a he flip flops back and forth. You know, I that's what I didn't like about the prequels. You know, my main gripe with the prequels is, you know, once he killed those sand people in episode 2,
Right.
he should have been like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He tried to still be good again for the rest of
Yeah,
it. You know?
Obi-Wan's gonna kill me. Oh man, blah blah blah. And Padme's like, oh, let's go rescue let's go rescue Obi-Wan. He's like, yeah, I'm supposed to stay here. No, he should have been, no, I'm gonna go rescue Obi-Wan.
Right.
You know, but you were supposed to say, I don't give a fuck. And he
Right.
goes and
Now he wants to follow the rules. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, no, he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. He's gonna go get married. He's gonna go get laid. He's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. You know, and then it's right there. Why did they not kick him out of the Jedi Order for being married?
Well,
That's right there.
They didn't know.
But that could have been the story. He found out. They found out he was married, and then, oh, you're out. You're out of the Jedi Order, Anakin. And he's like, what? Mm-hmm. I'm winning this war for you. I'm the most powerful Jedi. I'm getting all these results, and you're kicking me out because I'm getting laid? Fuck this shit. Fuck you. Fuck the Jedi Order. Hey, what's up, fucking Duke or Palpatine? You know, right. It's just right there, man.
You could, yeah, they could. You're right. That would have made more sense. They would, instead of the convoluted story we got.
Yeah, it's just right there. It's so simple. But no, they made him this bitch, and now I got to watch the Clone Wars and read these comics to make him cool, basically.
Like then you'll like Anakin, yo.
Yeah. So yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. It was fun.
Cool. Shoot, we got any more books?
Oh yeah, you're done, huh?
After that, I didn't want to read anything else.
Okay. Well, here, I'll roast this motherfucker.
Okay.
G.I. Joe, Sierra Muerte.
Oh, did we turn in Instruments of Destruction all of a sudden?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I was curious. I'm like, hey, it's a #1 G.I. Joe issue, and it's got Roadblock fighting Buzzer from the Dreadnoks on the cover. I'm like, hey, that looks kind of cool. It's #1. Why not?
Okay.
It's another. We had another blizzard. It's snow days. School shut down. I'm stuck at home. I need something to read.
Yeah, another blizzard. It's been like 80 degrees here.
Oh shit! Oh no, winter finally happened. Yeah, winter finally
I was
arrived.
walking around today in shorts and flip flops.
Yeah, the White Walkers are coming. You know, that's fucking. So, this GI Joe IDW. You know, it's an okay story. You know, the storyline was cool. It's basically Cobra trying to resurrect Serpentor. Remember Serpentor?
Yeah, from the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Serpentor. They're
from
trying
the
to
cartoon
put
movie, not the rock movies.
Yeah, they're trying to put him his mind into the body of Storm Shadow. To trying to resurrect him.
Oh wow, okay.
And then G.I. Joe is there, fighting for freedom over land and air. it's
yeah.
Yeah. G.I. Joe, real American hero. Yeah, so it's there's a lot of cool callbacks to the cartoons, the lore.
Oh, can I interrupt you just for a second?
Yeah.
In that cartoon movie, Duke was supposed to die.
Didn't he die?
He didn't. He didn't die.
Oh. But
because we were so traumatized from Transformers when Optimus Prime died, they just said he was in a coma.
Who was it? Duke died?
Right. Duke didn't die. He was supposed to.
Oh. Well, who died in the comics? Was it Flint? Who died? I think Flint died in the comics, right?
Did he? I can't.
And that's how Duke took over. Is that how it went?
I thought Flint was like second in command or some shit. Well, in the cartoon, Duke went into a coma, and then his brother. Fuck was his brother? He wasn't Duke, but he was like a Duke, like
Dick.
Might have been.
It's my brother Dick.
He's taking over, but yeah, somebody else took over. But I don't think it was Flint. I think it was somebody else. Or it might
Okay.
have been Flint. I don't know.
It's been so long.
It's
I
been
mean,
so long.
yeah.
This is like this 30 years ago, man. I can't remember this shit.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, like the storyline had, hey, you have Zartan and the Dreadnoks, and Snake Eye shows up. I mean, it's got all the cool references, but man, this art was bad. I mean, it's not bad art. It's obviously better than I can draw, but it just, it just didn't fit the story. It looks like some like indie comic. Some like indie drama, Daniel Clove shit. You know what I mean? Some Love and Rockets or something. You know what I mean? It looks like that. Like it looks like like sketches you would draw on your notebook back in school. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just didn't. It was just disappointing. I mean, it works for like an indie story. About relationships. If I want to read a comic book about these badass mercenaries that fight a super villain terrorist organization, I'd like a little more pizzazz, I guess.
Right.
And that's what turned me off. I was like, it just art didn't fit. I mean, it was nice. All the retro throwbacks was cool and all that, but for $5, this was $5.
Right.
It was $5, and I'm like, so fuck the 2 out of 5. Fuck this shit. Honestly, there was like appendixes in the back of the book that talked about the pit and Springfield and all that old shit in the comics. That was more interesting than the actual comic.
Right. Like, what the hell?
So yeah, this book, yeah. Sorry, IDW.
Yeah, this was not a. I mean, man, if Mortal Hulk wasn't in this list, we would have just been shitting on books the whole day.
Yeah. Like, yeah, to go, especially after reading Immortal Hulk and being so moved, and then I read this piece of shit. I'm like, God damn.
I need a palate cleanser,
Yeah, this really bugs me. I spent $5 on this piece of shit.
I didn't even want to read anything else because, like, after this piece of shit books I just read, I don't even want to read another one to have another bad experience. So I'm just like, nah, that's okay.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
Ooh, wow, that was a rough one. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. We have our other podcasts. We have our sister podcast, Geek Sav. Like I said, we gave you a little taste of Instruments of Destruction.
Yeah.
We also have Comic Cast. Probably going to review the same books we did. I think they're going to love these books that we just shitted on. I just have this feeling. We also have Get Valiant. We got Hoodoo TV. We have one podcast, and I think that's it. Oh, and This Geeks and Comics.
Oh, they back?
They never left.
They never leave? Oh, I feel bad now.
Shows you how much you listen to your other podcasts. Yeah, but like I said, next week, hopefully we'll have some better shit for you because this was a rough one this week. But hopefully we'll be in better spirits next week.
They did a show 14 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like bi-weekly now.
So okay, yeah, they're not as they don't do it as much.
They don't do it as much. Both of the guys on Comic Cast anyway. So if you want to get this Geeks and Comics taste, just go there and you'll be there. Oh, we've got to talk about Black Panther winning a Grammy.
Did it?
Yeah, it won a Grammy. I can't remember which Grammy won, best soundtrack, something like that. But yeah, they won a Grammy last night. First Marvel movie ever to do that. So cool. Yeah, we'll give you something better next week. Hopefully, can't give you worse. So that being said, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bully time, same bully channel. Cool. Glad I didn't get that on there. All right, about to cut this bad boy off and